It appears customers pulling through drive-thrus just like this one here at McDonald's are becoming quite unruly, and police are now telling us 2 customers are facing serious charges. Henry County Police say it's an altercation all over a packet of Splenda sugar. This video posted on social media from the Locust Grove McDonald's parking lot shows a couple in a white sedan chucking an object at the employee working the drive-thru. Police say Marshall Wallace and Crystal Wallace started behaving this way after they were told to come inside to get a packet of Splenda sugar. In the video, you can see the Wallaces punching the glass window. Seconds later, his wife is also seen pushing through the window, yelling at staff. But that's not the only fast food fight caught on camera.
What's up? What's up?
Krista Burton says this video shows the moments a McDonald's employee pulled a gun on her for not wearing a mask this past Sunday.
They served people already that didn't have masks. Plus, we weren't the only ones in the store that didn't have a mask. So when I asked them if they had any masks back there, they started yelling at me.
Burton didn't want to share her face on camera, but she says after the store employee started yelling at her, she decided to take out her own cell phone camera to start recording.
The manager came from behind her workstation, and she snatched my phone out my hand and she threw it on the ground. And as I went to go and pick up my phone and turned around, she had a 9mm handgun.
Burton says she filed a police report and is looking to now press charges against the McDonald's employee. Now, police say the couple is now facing charges related to trespassing, disorderly conduct, and assault.
After choosing a new superintendent, the board turned their attention to Educational Equity Plan. The program discussed solutions to multiple inequality programs, but during the discussion, they centered it on school discipline, and we saw sparks fly.
It's okay if the kid doesn't pass every class. That's just life. That's going to be here forever. But the levels and layers,
A crowded and heated room.
Disproportionality is also a state accountability metric.
Right, see, I really don't care, Nakia.
Board members clashed over Hamilton County's Educational Equity Plan, which revealed data showing significantly higher discipline rates for minority students.
Truthfully, every board member here knows exactly what we're talking about. This is happening in our schools.
The plan would review district curricula and is focused on improving cultural competency at schools. But some board members are concerned about the program.
If it's unfair and we're doing it more than anybody else, who's doing it? It's not us.
While developing the plan, school leaders met with focus groups and students. And after meeting with principals, they found the need for action.
All that sounds good and warm and fuzzy and all that, but I just don't understand what that means. Right. If this student does this infraction and this student does another infraction, I don't care what color they are, and they're both being disciplined equally, that sounds fair to me.
To resolve this issue, the plan aims to target implicit biases.
When people are dealing with their own generalizations and prejudices and implicit biases, they make decisions or categorize students or stereotype students' behaviors.
Although the heated conversation wasn't fully resolved, some members came to an understanding.
my life is better because I work with a diverse group. I understand diversity makes this whole world better. That's not me backtracking. I just picked the wrong time to jump off and talk about all this stuff I heard at the last meeting. But Tiffany's going to get me educated, so we're going to be all right.
Well, the conversation around inequality at Hamilton County schools is still ongoing. Fortunately, tonight, some concessions were made, and the county is focused now on creating a level playing field for students.
It's a Tennessee bill brought forward just this week that could impact education for undocumented students across the state. But even if passed, one Chattanooga attorney tells us it probably won't be going anywhere. A bill just filed 2 days ago, but already causing a stir.
My first reaction is that it's a shameful bill. What I mean by that, it lacks compassion for those most vulnerable, the children.
The proposal would bar districts from receiving state funds for undocumented students. Representative Yusuf Hakeem calls it un-American.
They are here, and we should educate them.
And immigration attorney Brittany Faith says the bill is unconstitutional because a state cannot deny public education to a child based on their immigration status.
It's literally the holding of a Supreme Court case. And I'm disappointed because Representative Griffey is an attorney, so I would think that he would know better.
If passed, she says the law would go straight to the courts.
It's just a huge waste of time and resources for the state of Tennessee, and it's just disappointing to see my tax dollars used that way.
State Rep Bruce Griffey is the lawmaker who filed this bill. He says this is an issue that should be decided by elected policymakers, not judges.
Whether we're going to pay for free education for folks that come here illegally, that's a policy decision for all of us to make.
He says he knows the bill will be immediately challenged based on previous court decisions, but that's part of his reason for filing it.
I want to start to challenge what I think were incorrect legal decisions made by the U.S. Supreme Court.
But some experts are still shaking their heads.
You're picking on children who cannot control that they were brought to the United States without permission.